All right, we are gonna have Ms. Carol over to introduce Right When We Simma. Again, we have 3 speakers. We really gotta get going. Thank you so much. If you're talking to a neighbor, please look over and say, shh. Thank you. All right, Ms. Carol.
Good morning. This is strange. This is my first year mentoring for Halls. I thought it was really cool last year. I think it is an awesome privilege that I was able to start my Halls experience with Molly. She's more polished than me, so I'm not going to use up a whole bunch of the time. We tried to figure out how would I introduce her, and we talked about the fact that everybody works really hard on speeches. Molly came in, she wasn't quite sure what she wanted to talk about. We started out with fireworks and the 4th of July. I'm not going to share that story, that's hers. But she had a lot to share, and I think that I gained a lot from it, and it's an interesting look at connections with people that in middle school, sometimes we find it difficult to connect with. So I'm going to pass it over to the very polished, very prepared Molly Pepper.
Many of you probably can't connect with your parents when it comes to things that you really enjoy, like Taylor Swift, TikToks, sports, and video games. I feel so lucky that my dad finds ways to engage with me and my siblings on things that many other parents can't. Hi, I'm Molly Pepper, and for my Hall speech, I want to talk about my unique relationship with my dad. Let's be honest, teenagers are not easy. We can be lazy, moody, hangry, and on our phones way too much. My dad has 3 attributes that help him relate and bond with me and my siblings. First of all, he's more energy than most 14-year-old boys do, which gets us off our phones and usually outside in nature. He has a great sense of humor and doesn't take himself too seriously. And most importantly, he's really present when spending time with kids and focusing on our areas of interest. My dad is the only person who can get me off the couch. He's the type of person who needs to incorporate multiple activities every weekend, such as kite surfing, wake surfing, and mountain biking. When my siblings and I are being lazy and not doing something valuable with our day, he inspires us to do something fun and engaging. He's taught us to learn hobbies, and those activities have always allowed us to spend more time as a family on the weekends. My dad is also the type of person that believes, if you're debating whether to do something, always do it. If it's windy, go kite surfing. If it's snowing, go skiing. And if it's sunny, go mountain biking. He's taught me that no matter the weather, and no matter how tired you are, always do it and you will feel better and almost never regret it. During the pandemic, I suggested that my dad should download TikTok, and surprisingly, he agreed. He started off making silly videos of him dancing, or videos of my dogs, and since quarantine, he's continued to make TikToks and even got a few to go viral. All my friends follow his TikTok account and make sure to comment on every video that he creates. He thinks that he is a TikTok celebrity. Although my dad spends many hours working, he finds ways not to take himself too seriously. He's able to laugh with my friends, show his goofy side, and interact with them on our level. My dad also finds ways to engage in things that my siblings and I are interested in. One of my sisters and my favorite music artist is Taylor Swift. Knowing this, my dad became interested in her music and Eras concert tour. This summer, he surprised me for my birthday and took us to his hometown of Cincinnati to visit my grandparents and see the Taylor Swift concert there. It was such a memorable trip, visiting my grandparents, eating his gross favorite fast food, and obviously attending the incredible concert. He even made a recap on TikTok of the whole concert. My older brother loves playing video games with his friends and watching sports. During COVID, my dad would play Fortnite with my brother and his friends, and to my brother's friends, my dad was just another one of them. In this way, my dad finds ways to stay young and have fun with us. But it is not all about video games, TikToks, and sports. My dad also finds fun ways for us to learn and discuss current events. For example, my whole life, My dad has played a game we call Questions. This game is pretty self-explanatory. He asks us trivia questions including topics on science, history, geography, and current events. We have played this game as long as I can remember, and as a result, my siblings and I have a deep knowledge of important things like the depth of Lake Tahoe and various natural disasters. A few weekends ago, when my friends and I spent the weekend in Tahoe, we played Questions every dinner with my dad. Even when we get the questions wrong, he taught and explained the answers to us. I realized that every dinner, my friends and I were so engaged that we were never on our phones. Something I want to take away from my dad is his ability to always have fun and stay connected to family. He achieves that with his energy, humor, and being present with me and my siblings. The song that my dad repeatedly plays when we are in Tahoe is called Against the Wind. For a long time, I thought this song was about my dad kite surfing. Now I see that this song has a more profound meaning. It is about focusing on what is important in your life and not to take it for granted, especially when it comes to connecting with people. When I was little, my dad would tell me that the most important thing in his life is our family. I hope when I'm older, I can have a similar relationship with my children. Thank you.